All right, welcome all creatures. It's your one and only social media GM. So yeah, we're about to get into a 2 round mock draft. Go check out my other videos. They were only 1 rounds, but we're doing two now, just so you can get more of a feel for why the first picks got picked. Because the draft falls the way it falls. It just depends on what's going on. So 2 rounds, and this is the final one, of course. Well, not of course, but just to update you on my life a little bit. I usually try to do that just so y'all can personally get to know me. I just don't want to just to be a screen. Like let's get to know each other a little bit. But um, I haven't done that much these last couple of days. Just kind of relaxing. I was trying to work out today, but ended up not really working out. Me and my wife went for a walk instead. But I realized the draft is coming up Thursday. It's Tuesday today, and I realized like, dang, the draft is right here. I wanted to do more content. For example, you see Fernando Mendoza is already up there as our first pick. So just to start it off, I think all of humanity is thinking the same thing when it comes to Fernando Mendoza. He's a Raider, but I wanted to make more content with like, what if they didn't pick them and some other content. But obviously, we're here. It's only 2 days left, so just had to throw a mock draft out there, and I gave you 2 rounds as well. And I don't want to take too long since it's 2 rounds. So Fernando Mendoza is the first pick. Also, something else. Been watching my videos back, and I see that I move a lot. And that's just a natural thing when I talk. I move a lot, so I'm trying not to move a lot. So be patient with me. I'm just starting out YouTube, and I'm trying to get used to this landscape. Let's say. All right, so Fernando Mendoza. My next pick, Arvel Reese. I'm gonna mix what I think will happen and what I want to happen. So some picks is gonna be what I want to happen fully, because this is my mock draft. Obviously, you want to see something different. That's why you clicked on here. And I appreciate whoever clicked on this video because you didn't have to be here. And yeah, Arvel Reese. So we're gonna go with that. Uh, just get you. Oh, if you see my list, just get you a fringe blue chip player. He's fringe because I don't know. He's a tweener in terms of the edge and linebacker. It's not bad to be a tweener, but I just don't know what they're gonna do. Are they gonna do full time edge? Or somebody gonna keep him at linebacker? I don't know. It just depends on how that goes, and it depends on how he plays at edge, since he'd be fairly new at full time edge. But I got him as a fringe blue chip just because how talented he is. So you might as well get him. Cardinals, to me, the offense was looking pretty good last year, and they still got Jacoby Brissett at quarterback right now. I think the offense will still be well. And the Cardinals usually need help on the defense. So go on David Bailey, get you an edge that could get at the quarterback. Titans, I think we're all thinking Jeremiah Love. I think it makes the most sense anyways. Just too talented, probably the best talent in the draft in general. And yeah, help your quarterback. You gotta, like, when you have a high pick like that, you gotta surround your quarterback just to see what you can get out of him. Excuse me, sorry, y'all. So the Giants. Good thing about the draft, the Giants got 2 picks. So how I would go about it, get Caleb Downs, get your blue chip player, because you never know who in this area might snatch him before your 10th pick. And you don't want to trade down when he's right there. So just see who falls to you at the 10th pick. That's what I would do. And get your blue chip player. Obviously, with your coach, John Harbaugh, he gets his Kyle Hamilton. Maybe better, maybe not. We'll see. The Browns. I'm going Carnell Tate. You need to improve that wide receiver room. You can improve the offensive line. I think the defense is fine when it comes to the first picks. Get some more depth later on in the draft, but that offense needs a lot of improvement. You tried to improve the offensive line already, so kind of see what you got, or you could get something later. Is my point. So let's help that wide receiver room that needs desperate help. And if you look at my fault, going back to my list, if you look at my list, blue chip, French blue chip, you see stars. I got Carnell Tate there just because he gives me like 1B vibes, 1A vibes, kind of, but he can be like fringe, low key. But I'm gonna just say star. Everybody don't need to be a blue chip player. But going back to my list, if you see where they're at, I'm not saying, for example, I'm not saying Zion Young is better than Peter Woods. That's the category they're in. It's not ranked once they're in this category. So just to let y'all know, get you a star. Sonny Styles, automatically, automatically, man, blue chip player. He's gonna get that defense right. Yeah, I got some DBs. The defensive line, I think I added some players. If I'm not mistaken, you added an edge recently, a veteran. I can't think right now. Sorry, y'all. And I don't want to, waste too much time because it's going to be a long video. So Sonny Styles, blue chip player. All right, Saints. Now this is the pick I would go if I'm the Saints, especially how the board fell right now. I'm going Jordan Tyson. He's fringe blue chip. He would be a blue chip if he wasn't injured and he produced the way he produced. Without the like, if he wasn't injured and kept producing, he would be a blue chip. The offense needs more help than the defense at the moment. At the moment, this team needs help everywhere. But I think just seeing what you can get out of Tyler Show, get more out of him, so you can figure out is this your quarterback or not. I think that makes more sense. You have to like when you have certain talents, you have to figure out what you have. You know, like Tyler Show. Maybe at first they didn't think this would be our quarterback, but now seeing what he did, it's like let's see. You know. All right, so the Chiefs, the Chiefs. If this is me as the Chiefs, we gotta protect Patrick Mahomes. If this is me, Francis Mariota, and mind you, this is on the fly. If I would have thought about this beforehand, I probably I wouldn't go the same route. It's just that right now that I'm thinking about it, Patrick Mahomes got injured, taking too many sacks and things like that. We have to protect our franchise quarterback. Patrick Mahomes is the Chiefs. Let's be real. He's the Chiefs. Like we have to protect him. I don't know what'd be wrong with some GMs not protecting their gold mine, but this is what we got to do. And he would be a great right tackle. The Giants, the board fell like this for you and me personally, because I think once you get Caleb Downs, hold on, my phone. I'm just trying to see it. I would go right here. Now, some people might think this is a little reach for a guard. This is what you need. And mind you, Jackson Dart, protect your quarterback. He had a bunch of concussions. A lot of that was from scrambling and taking hits that he shouldn't take. But just to keep him in the pocket more so he don't feel like he got to scramble, let's go get that guard, the best guard in the draft. Um, and like I said, watch how the board falls for some teams. Like you can sometimes you can wait later to get similar value, you know? All right, so now the Dolphins. Dolphins, I'll take best player available technically. Ruben Bang. You need help on the edge. You did get Chop Robinson. Now I know this might affect some people. Oh, we got Chop Robinson. I mean, can't go wrong with two edges. And what if Chop Robinson doesn't pan out this year? You got nothing to lose, to be honest, as a Dolphins fan. Cowboys. And mind you, I wouldn't go corner right there. That's just me. I wouldn't go corner because I'm more of a have the defensive line put more pressure on the quarterback to help the back end. Not the back end is lock up and the defensive line is terrible because quarterback gonna have so much time to throw. It don't matter how good you cover. That's just me. But Cowboys, Cowboys. Let me see. Cowboys got the 20th pick. Now, if I'm thinking like this, like, oh, we got the 20th pick, where do I want to go? Do I want to get a corner? Do I want to get an edge? I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go edge. Um, hmm. So it's like this. Honestly, I'm going safety, but it's like, do I want to pick up a safety now or do I want to wait till the 20th pick? It's like, do I want to chance it? You know, that's how I would think right here. Because you could get a cornerback if you really want to, but do I want to chance it? Me personally, I'm not gonna chance it. So I'm gonna get Dylan Thieneman. I think he's a great fit. And the reason is I don't want to pre-plan things. I don't want to like in my head think of the picks and be like, "Oh yeah, he's going to go here." It's like, what if I just pick him and he don't go there? So now the Cowboys are without a safety or something like that. So that's just me. And oh, I meant to say no trades obviously. As you can see what's going on so far, no trades in this mock draft. And comment on your team if you like your pick. Comment, let me know how you feel about it. Especially Vega pick. Just want to see how y'all feel about it. And the Ruben Bain pick. These two picks especially. Actually, these three. No, these four. Let me know how y'all feel about these for real, if you're a fan or not a fan. Doesn't matter. Let me know. Um, Rams. Me personally, Makai Lemon. Jordan Tyson's not here, which I would have wanted. Um, but next best thing, consistent. Amon Rafield, and you need some help in that wide receiver room. Not to say they're bad. I don't want. When I say things, let me explain. So, Puka going through what he going through. Devontae Adams, it was supposed to be like a trade thing. Plus, he's older. Let's get some stability in that wide receiver room. So the Ravens. It would have been good if you got a guard or you would have had a wide receiver fall to you. That would have been good if you ask me. Um, like I said, what would I do in this scenario? Because in this area, I think it's too early to pick a guard, and then I think it's too early for a wide receiver. Now, if I'd have had one of them first three, maybe. And you can argue him, but me personally, I wouldn't. What I'm gonna do, which might piss somebody off, I'm going defensive tackle, and I'm getting Kaden McDonald. Now, might piss some people off, but hey, if I piss you off, that means I'm doing something different. So I guess so. But the reason I'm going K McDonald now, hear me out. I would have went Peter Woods just for the talent. I would have, but I just think just how disgruntled the Ravens defense is, because you need more help on the defensive tackle. Now you got the defensive tackle that's, and mind you, he plays edge, but the defensive tackle that's having neck surgery. He might not be back. I mean, and mind you, it's neck surgery. What if he gets injured again and he can never play again? So I think just stopping a run is a good start. You got Trey Hendrickson to rush the passer. You just got Trey Hendrickson. I mean, not yeah, rush the passer, stopping a run with him. Mind you, if the guy, I'm butchering his name right now, but if the guy comes back from injury and he's well, that defensive line is strong. Starting off, it's already strong. Now you're helping Nate Wiggins. Now you're helping Marlon Humphreys, because they didn't seem that well because their defensive line was terrible. Now, some people think they're good, some people think they suck. I think it starts with the defensive line with every defense. I bet Nate Wiggins and Marlon Humphreys plays a lot better. And then you still got um, Kyle Hamilton and Patrick Queen. Is it Patrick Queen? Because I get them mixed up. Roquan Smith. I get them two mixed up. But you still got great pieces on the defense end. So that's what I would do. And in this moment with the Bucks, because the Bucks need a lot of help. The Bucks need a lot of help. They need a lot of help, y'all. Who would I get in this moment? If this is me, I'm getting Kenyon Sadiq. I don't care about no Cade Otton. I really don't care. And that, mind you, I'm trying to go best player available, and I'm trying to go for team needs. That offense needs help. Like I said, stick with me when I'm picking these players. That offense needs help. Could have went wide receiver. Could have. But to me, it's a little too early. Just a little bit. Actually, not that early, because he can go to the Jets. He low key can. But I'm gonna see who else is out there. But you gotta base it off the other players. Like Kenyon Sadiq is a better prospect than Omar Cooper. You need help on the offensive end. Mind you, Kenyon Sadiq will be cheaper in the long run anyways, because let's say they both end up being great, which Kenyon Sadiq, you can see where he's at for me. He should end up being great. So K. Otten, to me, he could be y'all can run two tight end set. He could be a backup tight end. Honestly, you have Ibuka, you have him. Hopefully Chris Godwin stays somewhat healthy. Somewhat, because you lost Mike Evans. But I'm going with him, to be honest, if you want to be realistic. And he's too talented. If I really want another wide receiver just to fill in a gap later, I could get one later. All right, the Jets, like I said, because I might consider wide receiver here. Uh for the Jets, right here, just because who I see now on the board, I can't let him fall too far. Mansour Delane. Now, if y'all was wondering the whole time, like, why didn't you pick Mansour Delane? I think for example, could have went here. I think it's better to protect your franchise quarterback. Wouldn't have went here. I think it's too early if you ask me to go in any of these spots. Mind you, they don't need him. So I think it's too early to go here. Like I said, protect your quarterback. Could have possibly went here, but I'd rather go guard with that type of talent. That's me. Could have went here, but like I said, start with the defensive line first before you go cornerback. That's just me. Definitely could have went here, but I prefer safety. So that was a preference if you want to be realistic. Could have went here. Um, yeah, skip. I mean, could have went here. Could have went here, but like I said, you go on defense. Your defense already still mucky. That offense is terrible. If you ask me, like Baker Mayfield was looking bad out there because he had no help. We need to help him. So it's just like Jets just got fortunate and just got Mansour Delane. That's really what it comes down to. And oh, this is something else I wanted to show y'all. Like I said, you're looking at my mock draft. So Mansour Delane to me is a little overvalued. I don't think he's a top 10 prospect. I don't. If you want to see this whole thing, go check out my other video, of course, and I explain things. But he's a little overrated if you ask me. So this is a good fit for him. I think this is actually great value right here. Any lower would be more of a steal, but great value. All right, so Lions. Lions, in this moment, I got them going Caden Proctor. I just think they're the type to, mind you, if Caden Proctor had a consistent weight and he worked on some technical, because he's not going to be the fastest, but he worked on some technical when it comes to speed rushers. Excuse me. I think he would be the first tackle or first guard off the board, whatever. I mean, he's a tackle in general, but if you want to say guard, but he'd be the first offensive lineman off the board if his weight was good and he worked on his technicality with speed rushers. I think the Lions are one of the best teams to get that out of him, and he's a big body, big body. I think that works perfectly for them. Um, so Vikings, we got Vikings. The Vikings. Mm, 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 mm. The Vikings, y'all. The Vikings. Y'all lost Jonathan Allen. I could go Peter Woods, to be honest. I think I'm gonna switch it up. Get some more pressure on that line. Peter Woods. Because it wasn't working out with Jonathan Allen. And this is just in case y'all trade Jonathan Grenard. I don't know why necessarily, but that line can get worse, especially trading Jonathan Grenard. So Peter Woods. Get some talent on that line, get pressure on the rushers. You got some playmakers. And I would have got a safety. That would have been the other aspect, was getting a safety, but Peter Woods is pretty talented to be passing up on. All right. Panthers. That's crazy because I love Jermon McCoy. I'm not even going to waste too much time. I've done Jermon McCoy in other drafts. I love him for y'all. For the Panthers. Shout out to the Panthers too. I live in Charlotte, so shout out to y'all, man. But your defense is pretty good. Now you got two lockdown corners, especially. I always reference that Rams game when Mike was it Mike Jackson, but when he got mossed, pick and choose who you want to get mossed, Jermon McCoy or J.C. Horn. It's gonna be tough. All right, so Cowboys. Unfortunate because I low key didn't expect him to fall because I could have picked him in certain areas, but I didn't expect him to fall. But the fact that he was here would have been great for the Cowboys. Would have been great. So here we can go edge. The Cowboys are ready to compete, right? So I'm going Akeem Mesidor. Reason I'm saying that is because big body can help in the run, and he's a great pass rusher. And they're looking for right now players. Like, well, not let me not say they're looking for him, but he's a right now player. Like he will come into the defense and play really well. I think this is what, and mind you, their timeline isn't old. Like isn't young. You're not young. Dak Prescott, we're trying to win a championship now. I know this don't look like the sexiest play right here, but I think that's the best play for you in terms of looking to win a chip right now. Now, if we wasn't looking to win a chip, there's some other edges or things like that I would have went, but you're looking to win. Um, Steelers. I like this. I like this a lot. Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Learn from Jalen Ramsey as well. Oh my goodness. I think that'll make your defense dynamic. I like it, to be honest. If if he didn't go to the Cowboys, go here. I mean, there's a couple other places he could have went, but this is the furthest I would like to see him fall in the actual draft. So I like it a lot. Chargers. Definitely. So you either can go. I'm more of a fan of certain people like Keelan Rutledge, but mind you, this is just to let y'all know as well. This is a value board. So like wherever they're valued at, for example, Keelan Rutledge, they got him in late second or like early second, sometimes third. I like his value, and I think he's gonna be a star. Now, somebody like Emmanuel Pregna, I got him good because he can fall somewhere like this, which is where he's going. But he can fall somewhere like this, and I just think that's high value. So him being that high of a value, is he gonna make up for that value? I think he's gonna be good, but I don't know if his value is just gonna hit to that potential. And you could have possibly went one of these players, but I just think pick the person that's more for their guard spot, and he's one of the best guards coming out of the draft. Eagles, Eagles. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go one of these tackles. Let me see weight wise. 311. He bigger? Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm not even gonna cap the odds. Just pick and choose right here, to be honest. Um, let's not disrespect a little bit. Let's go Spencer Fanu. I don't know why he's falling so much in the draft. I'm not the biggest fan of Spencer Fanu, but for some reason he was the number one offensive tackle at one point. Now he just kept falling and falling and falling. I don't know specifically why, but hey, it is what it is. And for the Browns, like I said, you got your wide receiver one. Instead of going tackle, now you still got tackles. Which tackle are y'all a fan of? That is what it depends on. If you want to ask me, do you like Caleb Lomu or do you like Monroe Freeling? I'm more of a fan of Monroe Freeling, so I'm gonna go Monroe Freeling. Now, it's funny because I do have Monroe Freeling in my overvalue board. Reason being is because they be having him go in like the sixth pick. Like Monroe Freeling was in the third round when the season was over. Then as soon as the combine happened, how he jumped to the sixth pick. I just think with his value, that would be overvalued. But getting him here, great value. That's great value. And then you got Carnell Tate in the first. I mean, with your first pick, I think that's great. Now we had a little run on tackles and guards because it makes sense. It should have been a little run. And we have the Bears. The Bears, I'm going to go defense. But defensive wise, I'm going Zion Young. I'm a huge fan of Zion Young, and I think that would be the type of player that they should want. Now I could have went T.J. Parker, and if you look at my list in general, Zion Young right there, T.J. Parker right here. I'm more of a fan of them too. Keldrick Folk, I'm not that much of a fan of. I like Gabe Yakis. I think I got him in the good. Yeah, I like him a lot. I like him a lot. But I like Zion Young better. Big body too. Buffalo Bills. Hmm. Now for the Buffalo Bills, there's two ways I can go, but I am going to go linebacker because, like I said, with certain teams, especially when you're win now and you're like ready, I'm gonna get you talent, but also somebody that's ready to play. Because if you pick somebody that's looking to develop and you gotta wait X amount of time, like I gotta wait a year or two. I mean, you might not have a year or two because then now this player is gone, this player is gone. So let's get somebody that's ready to play and he's talented. Jacob Rodriguez, you need a linebacker, and he's a first round talent. To be honest, I think I got him in more of the good area. Do I? Oh yeah, he's more of a good area, but that's more of his value. Now, if you pick him in the second round or third round, I think that's more of a steal, and he might be somewhat of a star. All right, now for the 49ers. 49ers, I would go Caleb Lomu. Need you a tackle, especially with Trent. I know Trent Williams came back. I know he did, but y'all need more help on that offensive line. Um, your defense is good overall, but I wouldn't like reach right now for somebody on the defensive end at least. Let's worry about the offense. Um, Now we got the Texans. Mind you, I'm a Texans fan for anybody that's new. Comment if you're a Texans fan. And then also just comment on your picks, man. Let me know what you feel about your picks. Uh I don't even know why I'm here. So I'm going defensive tackle or I'm going offense. And some people don't really like the defensive tackle route. So I'm gonna let y'all know, like, why is it doing that? Offensive tackles, not really a fan of these offensive tackles. At least like right here, at least right here. Guard. Definitely could wait on a guard. And I'm not a fan of him, to be honest. I think he's overrated. Yep, got him in overrated, overvalued. Um, him going early second and all that, I'm just not a fan. There's other people I'd rather have, like Jalen Farmer. I'd rather have him later, or Jennings Dunker actually, or I'm a fan of him, of course, Keelan Rutledge. So in this moment, the only player that I would see at the moment, and mind you, I would probably do the Nick Casario special. To be honest, I probably would trade back, but this is no trades. So either I'm gonna get an edge that I could hold on to at least for a couple of years or so. Especially, how old is TJ Parker? Mind you, this is my team, y'all. So sorry that I'm taking a little long. TJ Parker age. How old is he? What? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's get that out of here. He's 21. Megan was born. So he'll be turning 22. So me personally, I would have got a TJ Parker, and I might switch it up, to be honest. I might get a TJ Parker. Yeah, I actually am. I'm gonna get a TJ Parker. I know people are not gonna like that pick, but like I said, the value of other players is gonna fall. They're gonna fall, and it's like I could have got, all right. For example, let's say Chase Bezantis, because some people be like, oh, you should have went offensive line. Chase Bezantis, when I could get somebody that's similar in the second round. The only other person I would have got right here would have been Christian Miller, but it's like at that point, I don't have a first round grade on him. I do think he will be good. I do got him as a star, but I'd prefer TJ Parker. That's just me. And you never know, he might fall or something, or Caleb Banks. Caleb Banks, I got him as a mystery box because if he was healthy, hey man, hey man, let's keep it like that. Um, Chiefs are back. Oh my goodness, Chiefs are back, and look at that. Look how the talent fell for them. But too bad in this instance, I'm gonna get a cornerback for them. Where their next pick at 40? Mm. Mm. Good thing I got T.J. Parker because I would have gave them T.J. Parker. Good thing I got him, to be honest, because I went offensive line. They don't need DTs. Yeah, so I would have to go corner for them, and the corner I would get for them specifically would be Avion Terrell. I think he's a good corner. I started liking Colton Hood recently. I started liking him recently, but just by the way Avion Terrell plays. Now, this is who I would have really got. Actually, I should have got him. I really should have got him actually. But I just think Avion Terrell is more like their speed a little bit. All right, so we got the Dolphins. All right, look how the board fell for y'all. Got the Dolphins. I picked up Ruben Bang. Now we'll go offense. We'll get Omar Cooper Jr. Mind you, Omar Cooper Jr., people looking at him higher. He could fall higher depending on how you want to go. I think this range is good for him. 30. And mind you, going to the Dolphins, that'd be perfect. He'll take over as the wide receiver one, just to start off because their wide receivers are pitiful right now. The Patriots. Patriots, y'all probably want this guy, but me personally, this guy is a mystery box. Now you can try to develop him, but I'm gonna go with him because if you trade for like AJ Brown or something, well, you probably won't have this pick if you trade for AJ Brown. So, uh, yeah, you need more ready because Will Campbell wasn't looking that ready. So let's try to get at least two ready people as much as possible. And yeah, now next is the Seahawks. Now if I'm the Seahawks, if I'm the Seahawks, if I'm the Seahawks, I'm getting Keldrick Folk. But I do believe the way things are looking, they will get Jadarian Price. I'm not a fan of that. I would get Keldrick Folk though, because I don't think once again, you see where he's at for me, overvalued. But you do need a running back. And when is your next pick? 64. Yeah, some of them running backs might not fall to you. I mean, unless you could get an Emmett Johnson or something like that for sure. But yeah, let's go Jadarian Price. People like him a lot. I'm not a huge fan of him, but I'm gonna try to mix in what y'all like as well. All right, the Jets. We are back, and with the Jets, with the Jets. Sorry, y'all, because I forgot who I got for the Jets. Oh yeah, we went straight defense. Arvell Reese and Mansour Delane. Excuse me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. In this instance, we going offense. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me make sure. Yeah, we getting you a big body, y'all. Big body. Garrett Wilson playing that slot slash outside. Get you a true outside as well. I'm not saying Garrett Wilson is not a true. I'm just saying get you a full outside, and he's 6'4", big body, almost 6'5" to be honest. All right, so the Cardinals. Hmm. We went edge for y'all, right? Yeah, we went David Bailey. See, look, went David Bailey. Now let's say this how I put it in perspective. Now you could have went here in the second round. Like say I would have got you somebody else. Could have went here in the second round. Could have went here in the second round. Eh, could have, but I'm not a huge fan for him with him for y'all in a sense. I don't know, but I'm gonna go. Let me see. Ooh. Mm, mm. Mm. I'm gonna, like I said, this is my draft too. He's falling. I'm gonna tell you that now. I'm going Keelan Rutledge. I'm a fan of him. I would have preferred him to go to us, but I'm not gonna sit here and think about the picks after. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna let it play out. I'm gonna let it rock. So that's where I would have went for y'all. The Titans, they got Jeremiah Love. Oh, hold on, cause I could go edge for y'all. I could go edge for y'all, or linebacker actually. Who y'all linebacker? Now I gotta see real quick, y'all. 'Cause I really forgot. I know, I know y'all lost. And this was 2 years ago almost. Y'all lost. On my butcher. Z's Al Shahir to us. But who's your other linebackers though? Because y'all might get a linebacker right now. Cody Barton, almost Muhammad. Oh, I remember him from somewhere. I don't know why I can't think right now. Cedric Gray, not bad. Linebackers. I mean, uh, uh, my fault, y'all. Let me just see how I like the talent. CJ Allen. I mean, when y'all next pick? Next pick is 66, so that's the third round. You could kind of wait, get an edge. Yeah, I'm gonna get y'all an edge because they're gonna start falling. So let me get you an edge. Um, mm, the edge for y'all. Who would I want? Let's get y'all a pass rusher for real. Malaki Lawrence. He's a pass rusher for sure. Y'all probably yeah with Jeffrey Simmons and stuff. I kind of like that. That's different though. It's different, but I like it. All right, Raiders. Yeah, I got Fernando Mendoza. Who else did we give y'all? Did y'all have a second pick, or is this literally the second pick? Oh, this is the second pick. All right. So Raiders. What? And mind you, I be looking at this as well just to get some type of reference. And it's saying y'all don't need a linebacker. No, I thought y'all needed a linebacker because that's probably where I'm going. I want to get one of these linebackers off the availability. I really do want to, but Jamin Davis. Wah. Oh, N'Kobe Dean. Oh yeah, they just. Oh, okay. I actually like him kind of. I kind of like him. He's still young. Okay. So I mean, you could kind of wait on the linebacker. You kind of can. Uh, Offensive help would be good if we like somebody. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause do y'all need a guard or a tackle? Hmm. I don't know how y'all developing skills is. That's what's making me not want to pick this guy. I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with him. That's on me. I don't know how y'all developing skills. If y'all could develop him pretty good, like I said, I have him as a mystery box. You could get a ray gun for my Call of Duty players out there. You could get a ray gun. I just don't know how y'all develop. So that's what's throwing me off with the pick in general. But that is a spot that y'all would that would be helpful for y'all. Um, Look at how this board is for y'all. Caleb Downs, Owane, and look. Let me see. Hmm? Depends on who you like. It depends on who you like. No, we not definitely not going that route. Where y'all next pick at? If y'all got like a third round, if y'all got, I don't know because I only got it on 2 rounds. But if y'all got like a third round, I got it on 3. But if y'all got a third round, basically, I would get a running back later. I would get a running back later. It depends on what wide receiver you want. I'm a fan of Ted Hurst, Jacoby Lane too. Dan, you kind of could wait on them. No funny. I got y'all a guard. You got a safety for sure. Oh, y'all need defensive tackle. Oh yeah, y'all need to replace him. There y'all go. I'm sorry. Y'all need to replace him. Now you could have waited. You could have waited, but I just think some of these wide receivers are gonna be here to help. Like that was a toss up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's a toss up, 50-50. Because in this instance, I probably could have waited maybe in the next round. But there's not many nose tackles. There's not many. I mean, you could have got Dominique Orange, but I don't know how long he's gonna be here is the point. Other than that, there's not too many nose tackles. So he's a nose tackle, but he has potential to pass rush and everything. I think he's a great replacement in terms of um De- Dexter Lawrence, my fault. And you see where I got him as a star. So I actually think that was good because he was gonna go to the Texans. And in this instance, since the Texans got what pick 59 as well. In this instance, if I'm the Texans, we need a guard. I'm going Jennings Dunker. I don't know why people be sleeping on him. Do I got him as undervalued, underrated? He should be in this list. He should be. Jennings Dunker. He's not. He should be on his list though. He's good though, and mind you, we need a guard, big body, strong. So I don't know why people sleep on him so much, especially Iowa. The Iowa know how to breed offensive linemen. There's another offensive lineman that I actually like, um, right here, Steffens. And mind you, he might go late. He's older though, but I would get somebody like him and call it a day. To be honest, and mind you, my other offensive lineman didn't fall to me, and I'm not getting him. I'd rather have Jennings Dunker than him. That's just me. If you go to another team, hey, maybe you got you a steal, maybe not. All right, Browns. We got Carnell Tate and we got your office lineman. Um, Carnell Tate and office lineman. So I think you got the main things you want. Then I think after that, going 2 wide receivers would be tough. With the talent up here, I'm going cornerback. Uh, I know you don't necessarily need a cornerback right now, but you kind of do. You kind of do, and or an edge. Who's your other edge? Obviously, we know who Miles Garrett is. Who's the other edge though? I forgot his name because I think y'all might have just signed him, re-signed him. Y'all might have re-signed him recently. Mind you, I'm sorry if y'all hear my stomach, man. I'm starving. I just came from a walk and all types of stuff. Um, who's the? Am I? I gotta see him. Like I gotta really see. Like I don't know what it is. I'm confused right now. Let me see the talent actually. See the talent left. Because either way, and you never know with Miles Garrett actually. Keldrick Folk. You know what? Big body. Honestly, the only why I don't be picking Keldrick Folk is because like his pass rushing ability is not that great to me. But strong. He's strong. And he is explosive. And he has the body type. Learn from um learn from Miles Garrett. Go a long way. And for the Chiefs, they might got some good stuff up here. Avion Terrell, Francis Maui Noah. Oh, for the Chiefs. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going. He's good. He's good. I like him. Um, it's just that I couldn't see him in the first round for the most part. Then just the way the chips fell, like I said, let me know how y'all like your picks. But the way the chips fell, it just it made sense for maybe some teams. Like right here, I could have went to the Giants, but yeah, that's where he just went. Bengals finally got their first pick. Obviously, we know they traded my guy. No, you could go defense. I mean, I wouldn't go edge. If you look at my last video, I explained why I wouldn't even touch the defensive line right now when there's other help you need. Uh, you could get a cornerback with how much talent is up here. To be honest, you could go cornerback. Actually, I think that's where I'm going. There's a lot of talent up here to be skipping out on cornerback. Because if I didn't go there, I was gonna go guard or something. But yeah, I got another pick. You can go guard with the other pick. So yeah, let's go Colton Hood. Let's go. And you put him on the other side with DJ Turner. That defense is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good at that point. Saints. Saints. Mm. I think I went. Oh, I went. Yeah, I went. What's his name? Why am I butchering his name right now? Jordan Tyson. I went Jordan Tyson. Now for you, the Saints. Mm, I know y'all getting old. Honestly, can't let him fall too long. Chase Bizantis. Not a fan. I kept saying that and stuff like that. I'm not a fan. Just like I said, I'm helping that offense in general. And mind you, there's pieces that are getting old in general. So it's like let's save up for the future as well. Uh, the Dolphins. The Dolphins. Hey, I think the draft fell pretty well for y'all. Because if you ask me, this is beautiful. Because I could have went cornerback earlier. That's what I mean. Like, I'm not high on Mansour Delane, right? I'm not high. So would I rather Mansour Delane or would I rather have Ruben Bain, Omar Cooper, and then get a cornerback in this range right now? And the cornerback I'm going, because he falling too far for me. That's just me, Chris Johnson. I love Chris Johnson. So I'd rather have Chris Johnson with those other two rather than Mansour Delane. That's just me. But the draft is going pretty well for the Jets. Going pretty well. I like the draft for y'all. Mm, some of these tight ends gonna start going in a minute, and I already got a wide receiver for y'all. I already got a wide receiver. We might go linebacker. Oh my goodness. We might go linebacker. I kind of wanted to go D'Angelo Pond, even though I got a cornerback. But him playing in the slot, I think would be great, and that's a lot of lockup. That's a lot of lockup. Yeah, making me want to go. But yeah, I do need an edge. Oh yeah, I like Yakis. Oh no. I'm sorry. I don't even like undoing stuff. Yeah, I forgot I got Arvel Reese for y'all. I'm sorry. I don't like undoing stuff, but I'm just gonna do it that one time because I forgot you had Arvel Reese. It's a lot going on when you're looking at everything. So um yeah, it is what it is. And we're gonna go for the Jets. I'm just gonna go to pick that I said. D'Angelo Pond. Put him at your slot. A lot of lockup now. And that defense, I'm telling y'all, Mansour Delane, cornerback, Tavondre Sweat, Minka Fitzpatrick. Now you got D'Angelo Pond. If y'all just hopefully Arvell Reese, sorry. See, look, I keep forgetting. Arvell Reese. And you could put him at edge if you want or whatever you want to do. I'm telling you, that defense will be looking nasty. And that offense just got Denzel Boston, and you already got Garrett Wilson, and hopefully Geno Smith do something. Hopefully, but you know, it is what it is, man. All right, so Baltimore, Baltimore. At this point, go with Chris Bell. Oh, I got Chris Bell as a star. Mind you, he probably would stay as a star, but like he got injured, so that's the main reason that it's hard to evaluate him. But I think he's nice. So get Chris Bell. Uh, I would have preferred him in the slot. I mean, some people think Zay Flowers is outside. Some people think he's inside. Mm. I actually would have got Ted Hurst now that I think about it. I don't want to keep going back and forth, but he's a talent. I'm sorry, y'all. And actually, since we're here, the Bucks. No, y'all need help on the defense. Oh my goodness, y'all need help. Oh, linebacker, yeah. CJ Allen. Gotta get y'all linebacker help for sure. Y'all need help on that defense, man. It ain't too much to say. The defense just need help. Now we got the Colts. The Colts. Yeah, let me look at wide receivers. I think for the Colts, I think Jeremy Bernard makes sense. He kind of gives me a Michael Pittman kind of feel. I mean, you could have waited. I could have waited later. I could have definitely waited later and like got a Elijah Surratt instead, because that really would be a Michael Pittman kind of vibe. But sometimes you move. It is what it is. Uh, Falcons. Falcons. I think I need defensive tackle help. A lot of people like him. A lot of people like Lee Hunter. Um, he could be a run stopper for the most part, but he's very active. I'll give him that. He's very active. Hopefully, like I said, I got him overrated, but hopefully, his motor stays the same and he keeps his weight, because I sometimes he be looking a little out of shape a little bit when it comes to how he is. And sorry, I was talking while trying to think of the next pick. So Peter Woods, you got Peter Woods. Could use the safety. Depends on how you feel about him, but I'm thinking that's too early. Could get a cornerback actually, and just kind of save him a little bit. No cap. Could get a cornerback. A lot of people do like this Keontae Scott guy. Could go guard. No, not guard. I need a center, but that could be later. Yeah, I'm gonna go cornerback, and I'm gonna get Keontae Scott just because y'all. I like having speed for y'all, especially just the way y'all are. Um, the Lions, perfect for them. Good Gabe Yakis. Some people like Cassius Howell. He's not that small. I don't know why I thought Cassius Howell was smaller. I don't know why. Actually, that's my fault for even sleeping on him. Let's get Cassius Howell to pair up with Aiden Hutchinson. I think that'd be great for y'all. Um, now we have the Panthers. I got safety for y'all. Could go wide receiver. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Let's go Ted Hurst. I would love that for y'all. I could have went Jacoby Lane. That's another person I would like. But let's get Ted Hurst. Explosive. And yeah, Jalen Croker could honestly play the slot. Or Ted, y'all could switch it. Whatever y'all want to do, man. At that point. Let's get Brandon Cisse. He's good. I'm just not high on him like the other people that I picked over him, but I know with the Packers, they're able to, they're able to elevate players in the cornerback position. So the Steelers now you have to get Ty Simpson. You have to. You need a quarterback. I mean, I would have went cause who did I go? I went safety. I would have went guard or something, but I don't really like the guards here for y'all or the tackles. So that just makes the most sense. That's the most value you could get for that pick. Eagles, Eagles. They're trying to protect the future. They're trying to protect this future. They're trying to protect their future. And I'm gonna go because I don't know why people sleep on him. I'm going Jacoby Lane. Going Jacoby Lane. I don't know why people sleep on him. I think I got him underrated. Yeah, underrated. Going Jacoby Lane though. That's when y'all trade AJ Brown, go with him and focus on Devontae Smith, but have him on the outside, of course. Jacoby Lane is who I'm talking about. Have on the outside. Devontae Smith could play outside, inside. We know what he's about. Chargers. I went guard. Now, I actually like Gabe Yonkers for y'all. I like that. Because honestly, I would have went edge in the first round, but I think y'all needed a guard more. Protect Justin Herbert. Like I said, what you need the most, protect it. That's that's what I think. Justin Herbert, you need the most. Protect them. Now we got the Jaguars. The Jaguars. Who? I'm trying to think. Oh, I would. I don't know. I would hate this. I would hate this myself. So like, if I gave y'all Mike Washington Jr., I would hate that myself. But I don't know if y'all want to go with two young players. That's what I'm trying to think of. Cause y'all have the fast guy, the little fast guy. I can't think of his name right now, but check out the young fast guy that Travis Etienne just left, and he's probably gonna take over. But also, y'all just lost Devin Lloyd, so that's another thing too. I would hate for y'all to get him, but Anthony Hill Jr. He's just talented, so that's why I'm going with him. There is other options because I do like these two players right here, but yeah, he's just too talented. Now we got the Bears. I just went edge. No. Oh yeah, y'all need a center badly. I just thought about that. So people go. I'm gonna go Connor Lou because y'all need a center, and he was supposed to be the best. Obviously, he got a little injured, but not a little injured. He got injured, and yeah, let's go with the best center. Technically, I know they had Sam Hecht over him, but that's because he was injured. To be honest, the 49ers. 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 I kind of want to go defense in general. I already got y'all offensive tackle. I got Mike Evans. You got George Kittle. I don't think you really need much wide receiver help necessarily. I will go edge. And if I go edge, I'm going Danny Dennis Sutton. I think he's very talented. Um, I got him as underrated. I think he's very talented. And I think you could, like I said, the 49ers are a good organization. So I think you might not get the best out of every player, but I think they get the best out of him in general. All right, now the Texans. I could. Nah. See, I could have went linebacker. That's something else I could have did, but obviously I picked the edge first, and Caleb Banks would have been my pick in general. But since I picked that edge, oh no, I forgot I did get a guard. So at this point, I am getting Caleb Banks. I forgot I did get a guard. That's when I would take a chance on Caleb Banks. Later in the second, I don't mind. Caleb Banks, like I said, mystery box, because it's just because of the injuries. If it wasn't the injuries, I would have him as a blue chip player. He's just freakishly big, freakishly long. He's an athletic specimen, man. And he was productive when he wasn't injured. Um, all right, we got the Bears. Bears. I don't know why they don't have this for you because you just lost a linebacker. I actually would go a linebacker, and I would go Josiah Trotter. Um, Runs in the family of just being a good football player in general. So you get a safe linebacker pick. Like you lost Tremaine Edmonds, and you just picked up an edge. I think going defense is more of the route. And mind you, I just picked up a center for y'all, so I think that just makes sense. And let's see, who's next? The Rams. The Rams. See, they need a linebacker as well. And I already went wide receiver, but you can get an offensive tackle. Kind of look at this as a rich pick a little bit. Caleb Tiernan. I could kind of, yeah, I think y'all good at developing. And Caleb Tiernan, he's a smart player. He's good, but he's just not there yet. And I think y'all could get that out of him. To be honest, the Broncos. Mm. Yeah, did lose a defensive tackle. Dominique Orange would be a little of a reach, but that would be the next person I would go with. You did technically lose a linebacker in Drake Greenlaw, but y'all were doing fine without him when he was injured, and I like when he was injured, when he wasn't injured, y'all was doing kind of fine. This is kind of like a to me, this is kind of like a best player available type of pick. And mm, best player available. Uh, Best player available. If you ask me, mind you, you just got a wide receiver as well. This is just me. I'm going Mike Washington Jr. But you already have talent with boy RJ Harvey, and he's young. So I don't know if y'all want to go two young players is my thing. So I'm gonna go Eli Stowers. Evan Ingram wasn't it fully, so now y'all get a different weapon to help out. And Eli Stowers is pretty talented. So yeah, I think that helps y'all offense out drastically. Patriots. I did just get an offensive lineman for y'all, and I probably will get a wide receiver, possibly. Because that's what you mainly need. I mean, you could go defense, but your defense is pretty good. So I'm gonna go Chris Brazel. Big body wide receiver. He's fast. Might not be the best route runner, but he's 6'4" or 6'5", actually. Don't need to be the best route runner. Why would he need to be? And then we have the Seahawks. Could go cornerback for y'all. Seahawks. I think in this moment for y'all, and this is gonna end the draft. I think you do go best player available, and that's Keith Abney at the moment. And if I didn't get Jadarian Price in that first round, I definitely would have got him. Could have went tight end as well, but yeah, I did get Elijah Arroyo, so you got to see what you got out of him. So let's just say best player available. And yep, that is the draft, y'all. I do a Bible verse at the end of my videos, like I usually do. So stick around for that. Like I said, even if you're not Christian, might just be a line that just helps you. Might be a verse that just helps you. You know what I'm saying? So uh, that's it. Like and subscribe. Like I said, I'm still working on myself. I'm still working on being a YouTuber, getting organized. Still having that mindset of just being in the zone. There's a lot to it, obviously. So I appreciate everything y'all do, and yeah, let's get into the Bible verse. I already had it for y'all. So Ecclesiastics chapter 8, verse 12 and 13. Although a wicked person who commits 100 crimes may live a long time, I know that it will go better with those who fear God, who are reverent before Him. Yet because the wicked do not fear God, it will not go well with them, and their days will not lengthen like a shadow. So, amen, first of all. But just to get the confusion out of the way, so in both verses, one says, even though the wicked person commits 100 crimes, may live a long time. Then in the 13th, it says, will not lengthen like a shadow. Their days will not lengthen like a shadow. So There's two ways of looking at this. Not two ways, but two perspectives, I guess. Yeah, two ways, two perspectives. Sorry. But basically they're saying a wicked person, for example, just day-to-day life, like right now. Just because a person is wicked does not mean like they're gonna die, and just because you're a good person mean you're gonna live just so long. Like some good people die early, some good people die later, some wicked people die early. So that's just life. It just depends on how God wants to play it. We're not the people that make that decision. So even though they may live a long time, it says, I know that it will go better with those who fear God. So it's like, hey, whether they live longer, whether they don't, than the person that fears God, it's gonna go better for the people that fear God. Why is that? Because at the end it says, yet because the wicked do not fear God, it will not go well for them, and their days will not lengthen like a shadow. So now we're talking about their days will not lengthen. We're talking about heaven. So when it comes to that, their days may be a long time here, but there is an afterlife. So that's why I said there's two ways of looking at it, because we have the mortal realm and then we have the spiritual realm. In the spiritual realm, their days will not be long. Our days will be eternity. The people that fear God. So you know, wicked people will look good now, especially when, let's just say people that's out there. I'm just gonna say somebody that's doing bad out there. Somebody that's out there murdering and he's stealing from people. He's rich and he's doing illicit things and this and that. It's looking good now. He lives till he's 90, but once it's over and you don't fear God, it's over. And fearing God is just keeping His commandments and just love, just being loving. That just in general. That's just a short way of saying it, but just keeping His commandments. People that fear God is gonna want to do things that are pleasing in His sight. And like I said, the people that do fear God, whether your days are long or not, your days will be long in the afterlife because it's eternity with our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and our Father in heaven and the Holy Spirit. Amen. I hope y'all like the video. I hope that message helps somebody out there, or just like I said, just motivates. Whatever it does for you, I hope it just brings you closer to God in whatever way. Amen.